Nice to get some of that sunshine back in here, and then of course we can enjoy some better weather, especially if you are heading out to the Guardians games the next couple of days, or potentially even that Browns game looking ahead to the weekend. Today's not bad. We've still got a lot of that cloud cover around, but you're noticing a couple peaks there of blue sky trying to make their way through some of those lake enhanced clouds. Because these are lake enhanced, they're going to be a little bit tougher to shake as we go through the rest of the day today, and especially if you live east of I-71, you have that chance to see a couple more of these lake enhanced showers working through. So keep that in mind. If you are traveling on the east side or even down towards Akron, Canton, Portage County, Geauga County, anything like that, I would keep that rain gear with you just until that wind becomes a bit more northwesterly. Eventually that will steer a lot of this rain back out over the lake, and that will be what eventually gives us this beautiful weather by the time we get into tomorrow. Little breezy at times as we go through this afternoon. Winds could gust upwards of 25 miles per hour, and it is going to be a northwest wind, so it's going to be sourcing some much cooler air for us. You'll notice temperatures right now, if you're stepping out for lunch, only sitting mid to upper 40s to near 50 degrees. And as we go through this afternoon, it's going to be another struggle to see that temperature warm significantly. But as we get into this evening, those rain chances will start to close, skies will start to clear out a little bit, and that's what eventually is going to help temperatures rebound a significant amount from what we expect later this afternoon to what we will likely see tomorrow and then headed into the weekend. We'll walk you through all of that new data coming up in your first alert forecast.
I think we've all been waiting for, at least to be able to see the sunshine and have some warmer temperatures, Erica. And good news because the Guardians are back in town tomorrow.
Yes, this is great forecast weather, especially if you are headed out to the game both tomorrow and maybe even into Friday as well. You don't have to take the rain gear with you, so a little less extra gear that you have to take if you are headed down to Progressive Field the next couple of days. As for today, much of the same of what we've been dealing with. You've got some scattered showers out there from time to time and a lot more of those lake enhanced clouds, which will help to keep that temperature closer to the upper 40s and lower 50s. But I promise things are turning around as we go through the end of the work week into the weekend, and that does include more sunshine. You can see it just shining there west of Chicago. That's what's eventually happening our direction by the time we get into tomorrow. We just need these winds to continue to turn more so out of the west. They're a bit more northwesterly today, hence why you're seeing a lot of those lake enhanced showers coming in off of Lake Erie this afternoon. So if you are going to be out and about, especially central zones east, keep the rain gear with you just in case. You may need it from time to time. And overall, these downpours are a little bit lighter than yesterday, but you may get a couple pockets where that rain comes down at a bit of a heavier clip for us. You'll notice on future view, we'll stick with this hit or miss showery activity for at least the next few hours. Once we get into this evening, though, those winds will start to change direction. That cuts off our feed from Lake Erie in terms of the rain chances, but it's also going to help to clear out those clouds as well. So by early tomorrow morning, do anticipate that it's going to be a pretty chilly start. I wouldn't be surprised if we had some frost across the area. Officially, we do have freeze warnings in effect as well as some frost advisories. So if you do have any of those sensitive plants, please make sure you're protecting them as you head to bed tonight, because again, you've got a couple chilly mornings on tap before those daytime highs will rebound to very pleasant levels for this time of the year. And more importantly, we've got a lot of sunshine. It's the sunshine that's going to keep this forecast so pleasant for the next couple of days, especially for those home Guardians games 3 and 4 on Thursday as well as Friday. If you are headed to the game, temperatures both days look to be right around the upper 50s for those first pitches. And again, it's going to be a pretty nice forecast for us, and this will lead us into a great weekend forecast. Saturday and Sunday, abundant sunshine, temperatures warming back into the low 70s by Sunday. So if you're tailgating early because the game's at 1 o'clock, it's going to be a little cooler out there, but by the time we get into the afternoon, very pleasant to be in downtown Cleveland, cheering on the Browns. Hopefully they get a win here this weekend, and then early this next week, pleasant conditions hanging on for just a little while longer. Nicole.